Hey everyone, it's me again, Adrienne Graham, CEO and founder of Empower Me Corporation. Tried to do this a few minutes ago, but it didn't come through right. There's something very important that I want you guys to know. If you are a merchant, hi, thanks for joining 2015 W. If you are a merchant of any kind, if you accept credit cards as payment, if you have a terminal that you swipe cards through, if you use PayPal or Square with the little, hey freelance to you, the little swipe things that you use to process credit cards, it is very important that you understand the new EMV laws that are out there. As of October 1st, the laws were switched so that whereas before, if there was a fraudulent activity on a credit purchase with the customer, the bank stepped in and the bank took the liability. The customer was off the hook and the merchant was off the hook for a certain amount. Now, as of October 1st, if you have not done anything to change your terminal, if you have not prepared for this change to accept the new chip cards, credit cards, then you are fully responsible for any fraudulent activity that happens on your watch with your business. I know it sucks, but please, there's still a lot of miscommunication about this. A lot of people don't understand, and a lot of people are really flinching to this because they're like, I don't want to upgrade my technology, I don't want to get a new card reader. But the newer chip-based, what do you call those, machines, excuse me, they are between $500 and $1,000 depending on who your merchant account is with. So please do me a favor. I want you to contact your bank. I want you to contact whoever your payment processor is, whether it's creditcards.com, whether it's PayPal, Square, whoever it is. Make sure that they can explain to you, or at least give you some literature so that you understand what these new rules and new requirements are. Right, no, do it. Call your merchant person, exactly, and find out what these new rules and requirements are, and ask for the literature and read it and understand. Because any transaction that comes through that's fraudulent, you're responsible as the merchant now until you get that whole thing taken care of. Ours is PayPal and Square. Yeah, I checked both of them. I would check them too. I know that Square recently upgraded and they have a new payment dongle, whatever you want to call it now. So yeah, definitely check that because you don't want to get liable. It's called the new EMV credit card technology. I don't know all of it. You know, some of the things, and I'm reading the report right now on NerdWallet. If you go to nerdwallet.com, I don't have anything to do with the site, but it's something that I follow up with technology. But a couple of additional points consumers should be aware of from the consumer side. There's no clear path forward for applying EMV technology to debit cards, so the liability shift does not affect debit cards. One study predicts that only 25% of debit cards will be chipped by the end of 2015. So I know a lot of people like myself, I use my debit card as a credit card. I don't like credit cards too much, but those are not chipped yet. A lot of them are not chipped yet. So be careful with that as well. You may have on the consumer side some people saying, oh, well, you know, I have fraudulent activity on my debit card. That's not covered yet. Another scenario, before or after the liability shift, consumers are never liable for fraudulent credit card transactions. Ever. Never, ever, ever. Credit card fraud can be a distressing experience for consumers, but the bank accounts won't be hit. Yeah, I know, I love debit cards too. So yeah, so starting October 1st is when this new thing came into effect. You can go on NBC News, ABC News, NerdWallet, Yahoo Finance, and get the information about this. But I want you to be safe. I want you to protect your customers, and I want you to protect yourself because, you know, there's nothing worse than a kickback on a fraudulent credit card payment. That is why I go through, you know, the accounts that I go through and let them do it. I don't do anything in-house at all because I don't want the liability. But, you know, things are evolving. Technology is becoming more sophisticated and consumers are becoming more savvy. And with that comes even more savvier crooks. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. Another thing I noticed, and this is one of the reasons why I had to tear down Empower Me and kind of work to rebuild it, well, part of the reason, some of the shopping carts, WooCommerce, Magento, the PayPal integrations, things like that, there have been some conflicts there. So you need to upgrade to the newest version that you have and make sure you have the security. And let me take it a step further. I don't usually go into the tech stuff. I love tech. I'm a techie. But let me just give you this as a point of reference. There is, if you use WordPress for your site, one of the best plugins I've come across is something called WordFence. WORD, like Frank, ENCE. It's free. They have a pro account also, but it helps you with the intrusions on your account. Today I checked and there was an intrusion from somebody trying to log in as an admin from France. I'm not in France, I'm in the US. So it stops it right then and there. It shuts down the attacks and it protects your data. I mean, it's not 100%, nothing is 100% foolproof, but you know, when you're dealing with transactions online and you're accepting credit cards and things like that, you really need to make sure that you have as much security as you can. You can never be over secure. So if it means that your site slows down just a little bit, or if it means that there's a little bit of inconvenience, if you forget your password, or you know, even to check yourself, it's well worth it. We're dealing with customers here. We're dealing with their sensitive information. We're dealing with their credit cards. We're dealing with their debit cards. We're dealing with their financial well-being. So it's up to us as merchants. It's up to us as business owners, as company owners, to make sure that we're protecting ourselves and we're also protecting our customers. So if you have any questions, I'm not the one to ask. You know, I'm very quick to defer when it's not in my wheelhouse. But go to nerdwallet.com. Go to Yahoo Finance. You can go to ABC News Report, you can go to CNBC, you can go to MSNBC, Fox Business. All of these places are talking about this new chip technology. Again, it went into effect October 1st, so that was a couple of days ago. That was this past Thursday. So make sure you are protecting yourself and you're protecting your customers. So that's all I wanted to share. So, and as you can see, the sun is back out, but I'm not going to the lake. So, but I have some work to do. But thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, info@empowerme.org, or tweet me at talentdiva using MobileChicks chat hashtag, and I will answer the questions I can. So stay tuned, and I'll be back with another Periscope sometime. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. I don't know. I got a lot of work to do, so I'll talk to you soon. Bye.